Well, good Friday evening. After a wet start and a wet go of things this morning, things improved here this afternoon. We made it up to 85 at the airport this afternoon, just over a quarter inch of rain from this morning, but many locations seeing a lot more than that. 82 currently, winds out of the north-northeast at 7. As we take a look at the numbers from the Charlottesville-Albemarle Airport for the month thus far, just over 3 inches. Average today would be 2.5, just over 2.5. So we have a current monthly surplus, but we have a current yearly deficit. We've seen precipitation so far this year just under 22 inches. Average would be just over 26 and nearly a half. So just under a 5-inch deficit thus far. We've made some impact, but again, still dry, and there is still moderate drought conditions and abnormally dry conditions across the region. 79 in Madison. You saw some heavy rain this morning, delayed school today for a while. 77 there in Louisa, 78 in Palmyra, 81 in Dillwyn, and we have 79 in Stanton. So here's a review over the last several hours, and you can see most of the activity was this morning. Since that time, it's been fairly quiet. We'll zoom in a little closer. Closest activity we have is up across northwestern Rockingham County. You can see some showers lifting or moving from really north to south from Shenandoah into Rockingham. Hopefully things stay dry for the Rockingham County Fair tonight. That continues through tomorrow. But earlier today, this morning, we had some very heavy rain through Madison, portions of Culpeper and Greene, some locations picking up in excess of 2 to over 3 inches of rainfall. So the flash flood watch now has been dropped for the Shenandoah Valley, and it should remain quiet here for the overnight. Temperatures will settle generally into the mid to some lower 60s. There will be areas of fog to develop. And then tomorrow, we're looking at a mix of sun and clouds. The coverage of any shower or thunderstorm should be very spotty tomorrow. Most of us will top out in the middle 80s. It'll certainly be humid. A little bit more questionable on Sunday, and that's because of Henri, which could throw some cloudiness back in across the region. But it looks like any significant rain is well north and east of us. But the system that's bringing us the rain earlier today, it's also playing a part in the steering of Henri, and we'll get to Henri in just a moment. But meanwhile, Grace is about to make landfall, its second landfall later tonight into Saturday as a Category 2 into the mainland of Mexico. Now, Henri generating big swells and dangerous rip currents all up and down the southeast coast, the mid-Atlantic, and the northeast. Well, with this upper low that's setting over the mid-Atlantic, of course, a counterclockwise flow, it's going to pull Henri north, and then it's going to hook it off to the northwest. So, yeah, there are hurricane warnings up now for Long Island, the southern coast of New England, and it could make a landfall. The last landfalling hurricane was Hurricane Bob back in 1991, so 30 years ago, and that would mean the rain, the wind, the storm surge, and all the hazards with the landfalling tropical system. So you can kind of see this broad counterclockwise circulation here. That's part of the upper low that's going to help pull this north and then kind of hook it off to the north and west as we go through the weekend. So things pretty quiet for us tonight. There'll be some areas of fog to develop first thing in the morning. Temperatures will start in the 60s. We'll see daytime highs tomorrow in the middle 80s. Coverage of any storm should be very spotty. And then as we get into Sunday, we could cloud up during the afternoon, but you can see some of the rain with Henri well to our north and east. Temperatures here tonight will settle into the 60s. Tomorrow we're looking for daytime highs in the middle 80s. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Again, a hit or miss storm can't be ruled out tomorrow, but overall a pretty nice Saturday. A little bit more cloud cover builds in on Sunday. That has to do with Henri lifting off toward New England, and then another heat wave, Steve, in the making as we head into next week, last full week of August.
All right, Eric. Thank you. We'll be right back.